Good morning. Good morning. I am excited. Super excited. Alrighty. So I've had quite a few people reach out to me. So first of all, let me go ahead and introduce myself. So my name is Martita. I am a coach for single moms in their 40s. Pretty much helping them, change their mindset and chase their goals after motherhood. Something that I realized, it's crazy because I just had like a an investor reach out to me and kind of ask about like I got started with all this. So let me give you a little backstory. So during the pandemic, I actually used to work for the government. Used to work 9 to 5. Stayed in my box, did my job, and then went home. During that same time, though, I was like, there's got to be more to life. Like, this isn't it for me. Like, I know this isn't. I was in my late 30s. During that time, everything happened and I got laid off. And I was like, man, what am I going to do with my life? I knew there was more, but I didn't know what it was. So I ended up looking into mentors who were in real estate and flipping homes at the time. My mom was always like a huge advocate for real estate, and I'm glad she is because she gave me that little boost that I needed. So during that time, I cashed out my retirement, went in, took that mentorship, and I started going hands in. To be honest with you, the easiest thing was getting through the mentorship. The hardest thing was actually saying, when am I going to be ready? Went through all that. During all that, I also realized between buying properties, I was also in an MLM. I was also a loan signing agent. So I had all these other side gigs as well, which was awesome because what I was trying to do is pretty much during the time, I'm like, I want to show single moms that there are jobs. Like, it's not like we have to work 9 to 5. We could work for ourselves. We just have to really want it. But during that same time, I was having to deal with our flips plus some rentals that we had. Everything was just coming down, and I'm just like, this is a lot, and how am I serving my purpose within all this? And my purpose isn't just about the money. It was more about giving back. And during all that time, I was trying to find myself, like, who am I? There's more to this. My kids, my two oldest kids, they're in their 20s. And I have a 14-year-old. She's going to be 15. And, I'm pretty much like an early nester. You know what I mean? My kids are out, the home, majority of them. So it's kind of like, who am I? What's going to make me happy? And I had to sit with myself, read a ton of books, started journaling, changing my mindset. And I'm like, this is it. This is what it's about helping other moms, helping moms understand their purpose, sit with themselves and change their mindset. Because something that I had to realize throughout all this as well, and with my mentors and coaches, because I've had them as well, is I was 16 when I came out pregnant with my first kid. I was still a kid and I hadn't even healed my traumas. So here is a kid trying to raise a kid, and there's no right or wrong way. And who is to help me heal all my traumas? So what I ended up doing was parenting through my traumas, right? Because I either did or didn't do something because of how I grew up. And so I ended up realizing all these things, and they led to things from our childhood, our past. And when you start realizing those things and you change your mindset and you change where you're going, you reach new goals, you can help people. So that's pretty much where I'm at. This is where I'm at now. So I pretty much help women who are like, I want more to life. Been at my job 10 years. What's next? And I ask them, like, what is next? You tell me, because this is your life. If you ain't hyped about your life, what are you hyped about? You wake up every day and you have the opportunity to live your life however you want. But don't live it miserable. And I tell people that is why we are here. We're here to hold you accountable. We're here to help you, to give you the tools you need, because no one gave us those tools. And we have to invest in ourselves. Like I tell ladies, we invest in our hair, our makeup, our lashes, our nails. What about our healing? We need to heal for our kids, not just for ourselves. And that's pretty much what my program offers. And you know, I know a lot of people are like, well, you haven't had like the greatest life. Here's what I gotta say. It takes real women going through real shit to help other women, give them the strength to get through their shit. That's what it is. So, everything I've ever been through, it's my training. I don't see it as anything less. It's been great because I tell people there's no way you can have faith in the Lord if you don't have faith in yourself. You cannot lend the Lord $1 if you only have 50 cents. So until you get your faith at 100%, you can't give him 100% of yourself. Just know that. Alrighty? So anyhow, be sure to click the link, join the community. Let's start working on your mindset. You owe it to yourself. You owe it to your kids. And start talking about these things. Talk about menopause. Let's talk about life. What's going through your head, why you feel a certain way. If you don't get down to those things, eventually you're going to feel like, what is my purpose? What am I doing here? What have I been doing here? I've had all those questions, and it's normal. And until you're ready and tired of feeling that way, like, you're not going to know what to do. But that's what I'm here to tell you. You got to join the program. Get the cheat sheets, get the guides, get everything that's free that's in there. Trust me, once we get your mindset straight, you're going to be living the life you want.